Hi YouTube, I'm back again. This time I got a little bit of a DVD update here for you. Of course, I'm just staring at some random stuff in my room right now. But I'm going to show you what I got over the past month or so. So we'll take a look here. First off, we got the Jim Carrey Disney version of A Christmas Carol. Of course, the DVD edition. Saw this in the theater about a year ago. Really enjoyed it. We saw it in digital 3D. It was quite awesome. Even though when you see it on DVD and 2D, it's kind of disappointing. But still a good story, I think. But otherwise, yeah, check it out. Even though it's just on DVD. Not much to say about it on the features. It's got some little bit of behind the scenes stuff on it. It's pretty interesting to look at and show you how they made the movie and all things like that. It is a combination of live action and CGI. It's a really good story, you know. But what more can I say about it? It's very cool. Next one, I picked this up in a $5 bin. I just wanted to check it out. And, I've heard other people say, that it's, kind of looked at as a classic, and it's the film adaptation of Patton. Again, picked this up at a $5 bin at Walmart. Didn't think it was bad, but it's just kind of a generic DVD. The only special feature on it's the trailer. A lot of people put down that special feature, but I kind of enjoy looking at that. It kind of shows you, like, say, if the movie was a hit or a bomb. It kind of shows you what their advertising campaign was about. And of course, Patton was a Oscar winner of 1970, I believe, for Best Picture. So it's a wonder it doesn't get better treatment than just a standard DVD. But yeah, there you go. Next one was also in a $5 bin at Walmart. It's Tommy Boy, the Holy Schnikey edition. Funny movie. Chris Farley, David Spade. Never really enjoyed this until much later in life. I'm only 26, but when this first came out, I didn't really think too much of it. It wasn't one of my wanted to see ones. Then some other friends might kind of pressure me to watch it, and it was pretty funny. Yeah, and it's got a boatload of features on it. Of course, being the Holy Schnikey edition. From everything from talking about. Kind of a tribute to Chris Farley, and of course it's his brothers doing it, and talking about all the troubles they had shooting the movie. I guess they shot it in Canada, and there was no money behind it, and so there you go. This one, I enjoy these movies, but I'm kind of glad about this one. It's the Mummy collector's set. Of course, it's the Universal franchise collection. There's a whole bunch of those that they have. Yeah, like any movie that they've done a series on, they put in one big box. The downside to this, if you gotta have every movie in the Mummy series, it does not have the Mummy 3, the Tomb of the Dragon Emperor in it. It does have, however, the Mummy Returns, and the Scorpion King, which to me that doesn't bother me too much because I did not see the Mummy 3 and never had a desire to because I heard it really stunk. And of course, it's by a different director, but there was only a couple people that really returned for the third movie anyway. It's not even the same mummy, so it was kind of stay away from altogether, what it said to me. But anyway, it's basically what they do with these is generic DVDs, and they stick them all in one big box. Like maybe the first edition DVDs, and they stick them all in one big box, and with all the same special features on it. But still, I enjoy the first two movies, The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. Don't know about The Scorpion King. Haven't really sat down and watched that one yet. Next one, of course, is Inception on DVD. Me and my brother saw this in the theater. My brother actually got this for me. And what I'm going to talk about next after Inception is what is kind of a downer on this, is that it is the DVD version. So it's not in high definition, but you know what? It was still a cool movie, and it's worth checking out even if you still just have a DVD player. There, I kind of spoiled it. Because next is Beauty and the Beast, the Diamond Edition on Blu-ray. Of course, kind of an interesting story. When they got me the Blu-ray player, they did not give me any Blu-rays. But thankfully, they gave me some gift cards, and guess what? I went to town and picked up some Blu-rays. First one we got here is Beauty and the Beast, the Diamond Edition. Did a masterful job on it, and it's excellent. Even if you have a standard def TV like I do, it still looks awesome on Blu-ray. The colors are sharper, the image is sharper, everything is just, even with Disney, even on their DVDs, I've got to say, they do a masterful job when they do stuff like this. Even on the DVD versions, they look top-notch. I can't complain about that, but on Blu-ray, it is just, it just blows you away what they do with it. And there's a boatload of features on here. Of course, with being Blu-ray, they can afford to do that. What's also interesting is that if you have the Platinum Edition DVD that came out in 2001, all those features are on this disc as well. So if you're complaining about disc missing features, about a disc missing some of the special features on it, never fear, it is on here. Except the big documentary, they have an all new documentary that has replaced it. However, there's a couple things on there that, they're talking about the deleted song. And what's also interesting about this is it has 3 different versions of the movie. There's the 2001 remastered. Well, it's kind of what they're doing is like the 2001 IMAX version is what they really did, and it's on here. It's just been retitled the Special Edition, and they also have the original theatrical release, along with a work print version where it's mostly sketches and rough hand-drawn animation still on paper. No color has been added. It's a work print version. Other than that, it is it's worth the price tag on it. Which was, this was actually on sale for $20 at Walmart. They originally wanted $30 for it. Not bad priced. Next one I got is Toy Story 3. I did see that in the theater this summer. Of course, what are you saying? Well, you have all these Disney movies in your collection, but I grew up with this stuff. I was 11 years old when the first Toy Story came out, and I did go to the theater to it, and a lot of people would agree with me that Toy Story is Toy Story. You don't mess with it. And of course, I had to have it on Blu-ray. I could not get the DVD edition. Unfortunately, the other two movies I do have on DVD because I did not have Blu-ray yet. Um, yeah, so there, Toy Story 3 looks great. Um, can't really say too much about it. I haven't begun to explore it in all of its wonder. And this is, of course, the 2-disc Blu-ray. It does not have the 3 or 4 disc in it. Moving right along, I thought I'd add to my Star Trek collection, which, interestingly, I found out that Paramount will not be releasing all the movies. That's not much saying about that because a lot of them are not very good, but they are releasing the fan favorites. I already have The Wrath of Khan on DVD. I don't know if I'm going to be upgrading any of my DVDs to Blu-ray or not, but right now I'm starting with, of course, what I have here. But here on Star Trek, here is The Voyage Home. I've been having some trouble with this one playing, and I don't know if it's just dirty or what the deal is. And so far I've cleaned it and no problem has occurred yet. The next one is Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. That was actually the one that introduced me to the movies. Came a little bit later in my life. I of course was a big fan of the Next Generation TV show and of course the original series in syndication. But never did really get into the movies until I, one day out of the blue, rented Star Trek 6 and really enjoyed it. And of course, that's kind of a gem I wanted to pick up. I just got this one today, as a matter of fact. Next one, now this has become a standard movie that you see on Blu-ray shelves. It's one of those ones that's always going to be around, I think, and it's Labyrinth with David Bowie and a young Jennifer Connelly. What's interesting about this movie is that it was Jim Henson's last directed project. He didn't direct anymore after this. He did a lot of supervising on other movies like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and things like that. But otherwise, he did not direct anymore. This was his last directed piece. And of course, this was executive produced by George Lucas, and so it had kind of that fantasy feel about it. And of course, it's strange, bizarre, and that was the most popular. That was a popular genre at the time, due to Star Wars and E.T. and things like that. Next one, and the last one kind of fits in that same category, and I also picked this one up, is The Princess Bride. Never really grew up on that one, but, it's become a favorite among other people's, and I thought I'd check it out. And so far what I watched was, I thought it was great, because it's not your typical fantasy fairy tale. It's kind of a modern day twist on it, and or an 80s twist on it, and so it's 80s style of wording and just overall silliness. And also, one of the things I've seen here, I'm going to talk about this briefly, is I've noticed some people complaining already about the Blu-ray cases, and I've heard this on other reviews like Kakalaki Movie Madness and those guys. They talk about this, and now I see what they're talking about, and they're not the same. Of course, they have the eco-friendly thing. Also, some of them have snappers, and also, particularly with the Princess Bride here, look what the sticker did to the top of it. It peeled the Blu-ray logo right off of it because it was not in chrome like that one. It was painted on. What are they thinking? The whole thing with the cases is just crazy. Some of them have, like I said, some of them are snappers, or like snap-on, where it's secure. We get it, but it's not protecting the disc much. So that's my DVD and Blu-ray update. I will catch you guys next time.